So you have comedian and actress Sherri Shepherd. Now, she been talking real greasy about her ex-husband. Now, she went to the DL Hughley show and she was talking about her marriage to her ex, Lamar Sally. Now, after that divorce, he has stated that she was trying to block him from getting different kind of jobs. So I'm like, man, I mean, you trying to block the man from working? I mean, what's up with that? So later during the episode of DL Hughley stepped in and called him a sorry dude during the conversation, which Shepherd didn't disagree with. As a plus, she claimed to have married Sally because, and it quotes, she was lonely and horny. That's what it says, when she was the co-host of The View. Now, let's say that's true. That's stupid. That's very stupid. Why would you go through and marry a whole person for that? I mean, you couldn't meet up with him and y'all do grown folks things and that's it. You're going to go and just fully marry a dude? That doesn't make you look good at all. It shows your decision making is very, very flawed. So why are you talking about him? See, that would be the first thing that I would have clicked in my mind if I was interviewing you and say, wait a minute, this chick ain't wrapped too tight, right? Now, the ex-husband, Mr. Lamar Sally, stated that since responding to the interview with TMZ, and he told his ex-wife to stop selling his name, and that he also rebutted her claims that she didn't marry him out of love. Now, he said, over the last 5 years, I've endured you going on numerous talk shows, lying about my character. You trolled me on social media and dating sites. You're trolling the man on dating sites? Why are you trolling, Sherri? I mean, let the man live. You divorced. I mean, what is your problem trolling that man on a dating site? He said, you stopped me from getting television writing jobs. You use me and LJ in your comedy act where you tell people where we live and what kind of car I drive. Why would you do that? That is your son. With LJ as their son, okay? Lamar Sally Jr. Why would you do that? I mean, yes, comedians talk about people, but you actually giving locations. That's kind of not good at all, don't you think? Now, he says, I've forgiven you because I know the trauma you suffered in your childhood, but enough is enough. And yes, it is. Enough is enough, okay? Now, he said that I would not have you lie that the only reason you married me and brought our son into the world because you were lonely or horny. He said, we had a good marriage and our son was conceived out of love from both parents. Now, Sally accused Shepherd of abandoning the child she had with him through a surrogate, Lamar Sally Jr., who was born in 2014. He said the child was delivered after the former couple parted ways and Shepherd was ordered to pay $41,000 a month in child support. Ooh. Oh, man, that's a lot of money. Lord, that just made me cringe to read you got to pay that. But now she's no longer in the child's life, according to reports, which Sally criticized her for. So you're going on DL Hughley talking crap about him, but you're not in your son's life? What's that about? You ain't got no room to talk when you're not in a person's life. So Sherri Shepherd, are you a deadbeat mom? You a deadbeat? Really? Come on, man. That's not right. Whatever case, the issues you got with your ex, that's him, but not your child. No, don't do nothing like that. Now, he also says, now, subsequently, you chosen to abandon him, but that's between you and your God. He said, one day soon he'll be able to go through and search the internet and see all things you said. Please don't traumatize him any more than what you've already done. Go back to therapy and work on the real issues that's plaguing you and leave us alone. Stop being so bitter. Now, I agree with that. Stop being so bitter, Sherri. Stop putting that man and your son in your routine and talking about what kind of car they drive and where they live. That's not cool because you got a lot of crazy people in the world. They say she hasn't responded yet, neither on Twitter or Instagram, but she's out here promoting an upcoming comedy show. So you talking about the man, but your hands isn't clean in anything. And why would DL Hughley be talking about that man like that? See, when people talk about their ex and all that, I'm not about to start and say, oh, yeah, they this and they that and this and that and the third. I don't know them, first of all, to be talking about them like that. I don't know what you're saying is true or not. I don't know. I would say, well, I have to talk to them, hear their side, too, because they have a side of the situation. But for her to be going on platform after platform after platform trashing this man, if I were him, I'd sue her behind. I would sue her because she can cause harm to him about some of the things that she's doing. Even when it's at the point that he's having trouble getting jobs that's in television for writing, and that's how he provides, his life, then yeah, he should handle that. But, there are deadbeat moms out there also, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not the deadbeat dad, because there's a lot of women that's sorry and good for nothing. And the bad part about this woman got money, and yet she's still not in her son's life. She wouldn't be mentioning her son like that. But she want to put him in a comedy routine. And this is the thing. Y'all have to understand something. For a judge in America to give custody to the man, it was something up with her. And that the judge say, oh, no, we going to give the child to the man. Because most of these courts in America are going to give that child to the mom. It always happens that way. So that tells me a lot that you was obviously sorry as hell, obviously, for them to take a child from a mother and give it to the father. And then the man say you're not even in the child's life, even after that, even you paying that $41,000 a month child support. Now, Sherri Shepherd she wrong for that. She wrong for that. She wrong. And none of that make you look good. Saying you married a man because you were lonely and, you wanted sex or whatever. I mean, that's silly. I mean, but you was talking to me, if you was interviewing with me, I would have called you on that, because ain't no way you're going to say something like that and I don't call you on it, because you don't go through all this court paperwork and getting a marriage license and doing all that situation just because you were lonely and wanted some sex. Come on now. Come on. I mean, you silly. You very, very silly. But for you not taking care of your kid, that's wrong, Sherri. That's completely wrong. Now, I can't support people that be doing things like that. Well, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation with Sherri Shepherd and how she is a deadbeat mom. She is, according to what's being wrote here. She ain't been in her son's life at all. She's even talking about things she shouldn't be talking about with the dad and the son. That's not right. But we got to call all these people out, because if this was a brother that was doing this, they'd definitely be calling him deadbeat dad this, deadbeat dad that. Where's the deadbeat mom headlines? I want to see that.